Now, you run a successful programme, it's called Power to Succeed, and you run this in London.
Yes.
And I've read some of the, or listened to some of the testimonials, and lots of people have said it's completely changed their lives. So perhaps just give us a few tips about how you managed to do this.
I grew really frustrated with the self-development industry, that there was a lot of information seminars out there, but no one was offering an experience. All but one person who I worked very closely with was giving the experience of how to shift things. And 2 years ago, like a typical entrepreneur, everything fell apart for me. I lost the girl I was in love with, I almost lost my business, my clients, everything. You know, typical, how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to eat this week? That kind of story. And I got really frustrated. I had all this information, but application as an experience was missing. So I started to devise the empowering coaching system, which is what I use, and do things experientially. So I took processes and embedded them as an experience. Therefore, the shifts are deeper, working with the unconscious mind, whether you want it or not. And because it's an experience, it's not me feeding you all this information. Because it's an experience, people actually get to where they need to go, versus being told, or, you know, through a PowerPoint presentation, being instructed where they need to go. And that's why it's been really impactful. That's why people have had massive shifts in the 2 days. But of course, that's just the beginning. There's a long term that we need to look at as well.
You've also written a book, and it's called It's Your Right to Be Wrong. That's right, isn't it?
Yes.
It's Your Right to Be Wrong.
That's right.
I thought, that's an interesting title.
That's right. It's right. You got the title right.
Yeah.
What it is, I got really fascinated. I'm still fascinated by people's psychology around mistakes. And I spent a whole year interviewing entrepreneurs, successful, unsuccessful, through my radio show. What is the psychology? Why do we hate getting it wrong so much? I've always had that go-get. You know, I'm not afraid so much of getting it wrong, but a lot of people are.
Yeah.
And we managed to get it to a point through the research that we broke it down to people associate pain, judgment, and punishment to getting it wrong. So then I wrote the book, It's Your Right to Be Wrong, all about that, all about things like rejection isn't personal, all about there's only feedback, how to keep going.
You see patterns, don't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And one of the biggest patterns is our judgment, is our self-judgment, and it's external judgment, and how much we hand over our power.
Yes.
You know, we hand over this power to all these people that half the time we don't know, and we elevate them, and then we get in our own way because we make ourselves really small. This is what we call the big I and the little I.
Yes.
And you see, the big I really comes from a place of service and confidence and certainty, but a lot of us live in the little I, little me. And that's really devastating, because a lot of entrepreneurs and business owners won't allow themselves to truly flourish because they're in the little I, and that they won't stand there in the belief that what they have to offer, whatever it is they have to offer, can truly change lives. And that doesn't have to be from a coaching angle, it can just be the concept behind what it is they want to do with their lives.